Okay, so for my honors mentorship project in the year final, I did it on how should one eat for maximum health, as I've told you guys.
It's very nice.
This is my intro page, and then now the research. So I chose to do it on this, as I've told you. Basically, I've noticed that a lot of people that come in here, they do a lot better if they had lost weight. If they were healthier, they'd have less injuries, they'd live better. So up here I have a quote by Thomas Edison. The doctor of the future will no longer treat the human frame with drugs, but rather will cure and prevent disease with nutrition. Very true. Okay, so to start off, macronutrients. You have your macronutrients, which are basically the foods that you eat in the largest amounts, and you get your energy from them. So you have your protein, your fat, and your carb. Protein is essential for muscle growth and repair. And also when your other energy stores have been depleted, you get your energy from protein. 1 gram of protein is equal to 4 calories. So your protein is found in meat, nuts, dairy, some vegetables, and the best choices are obviously your lean meats, low-fat dairy like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, egg whites, and sometimes a high-quality protein powder. Our body breaks down protein into amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein. You have your essential amino acids and your non-essential. Your essential amino acids are the ones that your body needs to get from a protein or from an outside source that your body cannot make itself. Foods like meat and I believe eggs, I think it is, are your complete protein sources, so they give you all your essential amino acids. Typical person would do good eating a diet consisting of 25 to 35% protein every day, like out of their calories. But that can change depending on the person, which I'll cover later. Next macronutrient is your carbohydrate, which is your main energy source. 1 gram of carbohydrate, like your protein, is equal to 4 calories. Carbohydrates can be categorized into 2 groups, complex and simple. So your complex carbs are from your whole grains, your fruit, milk, vegetables, and these are absorbed slowly, so they spike your blood sugar less, which is obviously a good thing. And then you have your simple carbohydrates found in processed foods, sugary cereal, cookies, pastries, which you mostly want to avoid because they will store the most fat once you eat them. Best choices of carbohydrates are minimally processed foods, your fruit, vegetable, dairy, whole grains. Average person should have about 30% to 50% of their daily calories from carbohydrates, but this can also vary. Also, you have fiber, which is also a carb, but fiber is not broken, cannot be digested. You have your insoluble fiber and your soluble fiber. Soluble fiber dissolves in water, and it can slow the absorption rate, which is why that's good for diabetics. And then your insoluble fiber, which doesn't dissolve in water, is good for constipation maybe, just pushing things along. Fiber, a diet high in fiber is good because it can decrease your risk of heart disease and obesity and helps lower cholesterol. You want to aim for 20 to 30 grams of fiber daily.
It's a lot.
All right, your last macronutrient is fat. Fat helps in growth and development, several other things like cushioning your organs and maintaining cell membrane, and also makes your food taste a little better. 1 gram of fat is equal to 9 calories. The best types of fat you should go for, the best sources: avocado, olive oil, nuts, lean meats. There's several types of fat: unsaturated, saturated, trans fat, your omega-3 fatty acids, from your fish oil. You want to aim for getting most of your fat from unsaturated fat like olive oil and avocado, and avoid trans fat, saturated fat, because those will increase your risk of heart disease. And the average person should aim for between 25 to 35% of their calories coming from fat, but that can vary depending on body type, other things we'll cover in a second. Okay, micronutrients are the other big thing we eat. So you have your vitamins and your minerals. Those are your micronutrients. There are 13 types of vitamins that we need to stay healthy, and several different minerals. Well, yeah, you'll usually get all of your micronutrients just by eating a balanced diet with lots of fruits and vegetables. Okay, so calorie requirements are also a big important factor in being healthy and having good health. You don't want to be overweight, you don't want to be underweight, and so to figure out what your body needs individually, you have to calculate your BMR. To determine your BMR, you use this equation here, but I also have a link to websites that can calculate that for you. Alright, for your calorie requirement, you find your basal metabolic rate, which is your resting, basically how many calories you would burn in a 24-hour period if you did nothing. And then you can multiply that number by one of these. This is the Harris-Benedict formula, which factors in your activity level to your BMR. So say you did moderate sports and exercise 3 to 5 days a week. You would multiply your BMR by 1.55. The calculations there give you the calories that you would need to maintain your weight. So if you needed to lose weight to feel better, to be healthier, you would have to subtract calories every day. So to lose about 1 pound a week, you would have to have a deficit of 3,500 calories. So about 500 calories a day less that you're eating.
A week or a day?
A day.
A day. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Only, yeah, just this 1 pound a week. And vice versa if you needed to gain weight. But controlling your weight, that can do one thing. That can help you by controlling your calories, that can help you lose weight, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're healthy. So also to maximize health, you should also pay attention to your macronutrient ratios, which can be determined by your body type. So you have your endomorph, ectomorph, and mesomorph. Your ectomorphs are smaller frame. I'll show you this picture here. They have a harder time gaining weight, fast metabolism, and they're usually lean and thin. They're going to be your distance runners. Because they have a high carb tolerance, they have a macronutrient split of 55% carbs, 30% protein, and 15% fat. They get a lot of carbs. Mesomorphs, your athletes, broad shoulders, they gain muscle. They gain, like Brendan over here, gain muscle easily, but they gain fat more easily than ectomorphs. Because they have less carb tolerance, they're going to have a 40% carbs, 30% fat and protein macronutrient split. And then endomorphs, last but not least, soft and round with very little muscle definition, slow metabolism. Yeah, well nourished. Slow metabolism. They're going to gain muscle and fat easily. They're people that are going to be stocky, big boned. They get less carbs than mesomorphs and ectomorphs. Their macronutrient split would be 25% carbs, 35% protein, and 40% fat. But sometimes people aren't just an endomorph, sometimes they're an endomorph and a mesomorph. And a mesomorph. Alright, so to apply everything we've learned, this here, say it's like a case study. So you have a 21-year-old male, he's 6'1", and he weighs 195 pounds. So to calculate your BMR, you would plug in his height, weight, and age into the equation and add 66. This gives us a total of 2,065 calories a day, which would be his BMR, his basal metabolic rate. Then you would multiply his BMR by 1.75 because he's very active, which gives him 3,562 calories he gets each day. That would help him maintain his weight. He has broad shoulders and he gains muscle easily, so we would call him a mesomorph. Because his macronutrient split is 40% carbs, 30% protein, and 30% fat, he should eat about 1,424 calories from carbs, which would be 0.4 times his total calories, 40% of his total calories, and so on with the other macronutrients. We might advise him to eat lean meats and lots of vegetables and take healthy carb sources like his fruits, whole grain breads, and vegetables, and choose healthy fats like avocado and olive oil to be the healthiest he can be. if he follows this information, he'd be on his way to maximizing his health. On my website, you can do the same. I have links to help you maximize your health as well.
Wow.
You should advertise this.
Thank you for watching, guys.
Was that it?
That's it.
Oh.